Hey, man, we are back, man. Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network. Oh, man, been a busy week.
Don't remind me, my brother.
Yeah,
Don't
been
remind
a
me, man.
busy week, man, going everywhere. Just all in the mix, man, interacting with fans. The other day, man, you had something going, man. That was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, got to interview Chris Van Fleet.
Yeah.
Did like a little impromptu with him. Man, dude, I'm tired.
I know you tired. I can hear it in your voice,
I am
man.
tired, bro. But hey, I'm here today. I'm here today, man.
Yeah, man. With that being said, man, oh, man, where should we start, man? Our guest who's on the couch today, man. This guy here, man, this is his second time on the show.
A plethora of knowledge.
What a wealth of knowledge. Every time we talk to the guys and the girls in the wrestling industry, they always have great things to say about him. Been a fan of him for a long time now.
Even when he was rocking the cowboy boots and the hat, man.
Man,
Hey, man. I gave Texas some love,
like he's been multi-time champion in different promotions, man. It's just been a pleasure. He's been a great mentor, leader,
He's actually been a good advisor for us as well.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? For real. Seriously. We ask you a lot of questions.
Yeah.
You navigate us through a lot of stuff too. So, I mean, we definitely appreciate you in all that aspect.
Yeah.
Man, but the one and only Double J, Blake.
Let's get it. J Blake. Oh, man. Y'all
How
tired.
you doing, bro?
I'm tired. I'm tired just like y'all. Y'all are tired. I'm
Definitely tired.
Yeah. We just got back from Chicago this past week. We were up there with Freelance Wrestling. Father O'Day, the King Bees, Charity King, and Danny B, and of course Dustin Wynn, the Wind Dragon. So we was up there showing out, and it was a great show. I recommend check it out. Definitely check it out. If I got the IWTV, check it out.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe.
Because Chicago crowds are real. Like, it's not like Houston crowds. Like, people say Houston crowds are weird. Like, they're kind of hard to get behind. Like, they're there. Like, they're there. Y'all. I think Houston's all right. I've been around worse. So I'll just put it that way. So I love Houston crowds. It's like you gotta be there and have something for them to grab onto. If you don't got nothing to grab onto, then yeah, the Houston crowds might be kind of, who is this?
Yeah.
But Chicago, them dudes, if they don't know who you are, they'll ask you. Right in your intro. Like, who are you? We don't know who you are. They'll tell you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So you got to be tough to go up there, man. And they all got reactions, man. I mean, like Charity made her entrance and they popped. They was like, ah! And I was like, oh, all right. Bet. Bet. Their first time there.
They watching.
Yeah, they're watching, and that's a real big compliment to her and, like looking like a star. And when she came out on that stage, like it was like, hey, I'm here, like that. I'm here. Like, what's up? We about to do this thing. We're about to do this thing. And that was super for me, trainer dad, whatever you want to call me. I was like, look at him go, but no, like all their matches, they're the first 3 matches of the show. And I was kind of looking at the promoter like, hey man, they came up in here and crap the bed. The first half of your show was like, nah, but I'm glad he had faith in them like that, and they showed out, So I was super happy with it, man. They were happy with it. Dustin over there breaking karate boards in his matches. Yeah, they get down. They was doing the karate board. I bet you can't break these boards. That boy like breaking them shits in half. Yeah. So we did that. I trained with the academy a little bit. They got a lot of good kids up there. They got an academy attached to their promotion, and real big school. In one ring, you had Mustafa Ali in there training with the advanced guys, and I was just in there hanging out with the beginner guys and stuff, just working on basic stuff, man. And it's a well-oiled machine. Just go. And they got good culture. All the kids are nice and respectful. They come up and speak to you. Asking questions and stuff like that. You guys know, like y'all said, I gave y'all advice. I give a lot of people advice. I try to only give it if it's wanted. I don't want to be. Some people don't want it. That's fine. But when I start talking to these guys, I gotta judge how they act, because when you start giving people advice, sometimes it kind of to kind of like clam up and like, oh, he's telling me I'm not good. No, I'm trying to help you get better. Like if you don't know what you need to work on, it doesn't help. But the attitudes ain't right, so I back off. But these guys are just like asking me question after question after question. I'm like, hey, I gotta watch the next 3 matches, bro. Like, you know, but they were really wanting that knowledge and stuff. So good crew all around. Laney Luck, GPA, Kylie Ray, Ali, Matt Nix, all those guys, like just good trainers, good school, good people. So hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more where that came from.
So how does that make you feel now? Because me looking at it now, your resume and everything like that, you're starting to be like a worldwide trainer. Like
I'm gonna say that.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Chicago, Houston, wherever else, you know, people is wanting the knowledge from you.
Yeah,
like that'll be a good feeling, man. How does that make you feel?
I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you know? It's not nothing like that's, oh yeah, woohoo, like, you know, it's just I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, because it's a shame when people have knowledge and they take it to the grave with them.
Got you.
Or they just hoard it and don't give it out to no one else. Like, because at the end of the day, if you really love wrestling, you're gonna try to work with wrestling as all of it, you know, and you can't work with everybody. And I've learned that myself. Like, that's fine. And it's always been like that at different places. So that's a normal thing. But if you love wrestling, you want to bring it up as much as you possibly can. Everybody got to come up all, because again, territories, right? They had the territories back in the day. Like, they worked in unison. Those locker rooms worked in unison to make sure that these baby faces were the Superman of what they do, and then the bad guys needed to exist in order to make that happen. And I've been I ain't been on the right side of the fans for a lot of my career. We know this. However, how many times have y'all been there in the arena, wherever it is, whether it's in Texas City, Houston, wherever you're running at, wherever y'all, I don't even know how far out y'all followed us before, but however shows you see me at, how big is that pop for the babyface when they beat me?
It's crazy.
Every time. It's
crazy.
Now ask yourself, all right, Man of Steel, if there was no General Zod, would Man of Steel have been good? If it was just bank robbers the whole movie? Oh, okay, Superman stopping bank robbers. No, we wouldn't care. But General Zod was like, I'm going to enslave humanity. Yeah. Superman's like, no, you're not. So Superman is a hero in that story. You know, Joker. What's Batman without the Joker? But nobody likes to be bad guys. Sometimes they're like, oh, but I want to be liked. And whether it's to sell their merch or whether it's just because they want to be liked, you got to have an ecosystem where everybody's playing their role. If people aren't playing their role, then what do you have? You have people just putting matches together in a toy box, and that's it, so that just has to be done. It has to be done right. So when I give advice and stuff like that, it's all good, and like it's just me knowing that I'm helping wrestling like not get any worse, at the least, like keep it the same at the very least. If I give it to enough people in enough areas, then I don't know, maybe I'm making it better. I don't know, but I don't stop to think or oh yeah, I'm the savior of wrestling or none of that nonsense. I'm just doing it,
I think you're doing a great job, man. And you speak of well-oiled machines. Well, just two in my eyes, but one of them, both of them are both around New Texas and Texas Contender Series. But Texas Contender Series, man, y'all are doing y'all thing. The storylines, okay. I need to talk to whoever writing, because I need their autograph, brother.
I'll pass it along.
The O'Day, Father O'Day, and everybody, and Jay Davis. I saw how that unfolded. Wow, take my money. I will be at the next show. I got to see this. Wow, that's all I can say is wow. Like, you can see the evolution from like last year to now within just a year of it, and it's just like, wow, that's take my money.
So I'm gonna piggyback on what you said about not a lot of people like being bad guys. I always say though, those are the ones that you really get invested in,
right? Because
everyone's trying to see them fall,
right?
And more times than often, the baby face is chasing the villain,
right?
So it takes a spit. Like I said, Father O'Day is doing a magnificent job. I give him that because not a lot of people can stay in that role and just make it work and
Right.
continue to make
Dude,
it work.
he makes it work all the time. It's like last time we was at the show, backstage, and you had interviewed him. I think you tried to shake his hand, and he looked at you like, "Don't touch me with your filthy hands." I was like, "Yo, he's still doing it." I was like, "He don't stop." I was like,
so I always say, man, it makes a person better if you can make others look better.
Right. And that attitude is I'm not gonna sound like an old timer. Oh, it's just dead and gone. But it's not. People aren't thinking. Everybody wants to be the best, but we got to realize that the best doesn't just mean there's no static best. It's not just one thing. It's many facets.
It's
Because
layers.
like, who did you beat? Who did he beat? Those people, like you just said, people are gonna remember that part and whatnot. And when you're trying to build something, and that's the thing that you talked about with the Contender Series. Well, it's been a year now, I guess, over a year, I suppose.
yeah.
You know, we started out with, 10, 20 people in that building. And now we're getting up there, 80, 90, 100 people and stuff like that. I remember we had that, and this is the thing that was most impressive. The Watch the Throne, there was 3 shows in a row. I think maybe was there something on? I don't know if it was a Friday show, but I know it was Reality of Wrestling on Saturday, then Watch the Throne Sunday, then Monday Night Raw, WWE Monday Night Raw that Monday, and then I think we had Contenders that Thursday. And it's a thing where it's silly. People get all like, oh, too much wrestling in one area, or this is my territory, and they say dumb stuff like that. Like, everyone drew. Every single company drew. You got one 30 miles south of Houston that drew. You have one in Pasadena that drew. You had the Toyota Center. Obviously, they drew. And then you had Contender Series the next Thursday, and it was like, I think one of the biggest crowds up to date. It was like 100. It was like, I think we totaled that's like 500 people about that New Texas had entertained in the span of 7 days. And I think it has a lot to do with the area. There's millions of people here, so that works out in our favor. However, when I've been other areas, because I like to remind people, I am from the great state of California. I grew up in Virginia. I wrestled a lot in the Midwest, in Canada, and I've been in different areas for wrestling. So I see the makeup and like how the geography, if you will, how the geography is. And Houston's different than those other areas. So yeah, maybe in a smaller area, you can't get away with that much wrestling, but you can if you work hard to promote your stuff. You can if you're building something. So we have someone who's established with established stars already, like WWE. And of course, they're going to pull in what they pull in, because they know that. But then you got people who are working hard to get themselves established. And you're talking about 2 guys who no one knows who they are. There's no big machine behind them. And our whole show is like that. There's people who are building on, people that were actively training, or there are adopted kids, if you will, and they come in and they get their ear beatings after their matches or whatever. Like I help them out after their matches, post-match stuff. And that's what I'm known a lot for, just in general. So if you're training with me, all right, cool. You're with me. Like I got you 24/7. If you come to all of our shows, that's the next best thing. Cause I'm seeing you enough. I'm seeing you, a lot. So all those guys on that show are people who are being built up and turned into stars. And that's the real talent. Anybody can get somebody who's already a star or already somebody and bring them in and say, look what we're doing. Anyone can do that. What happens when they leave? What happens when they don't come around? What happens if they get signed? What happens if they're like, oh, I got this tour in Japan. Sorry, brother. What happens when the people that are already stars are no longer being able to come to your show? Now you have nothing to rely on but the guys, that you either built up or trained, because every company doesn't have a training school. Mm-hmm. So other companies, they have to rely on other talents in the area. So now you got this dichotomy of like, okay, so I've been booking these guys, and now, I don't know, Dante Leon, who's going back to Japan, and I can't use him for 5 shows. Uh-oh. Yeah, because you ain't building nobody up. And Contender Series, we're building a fan base that is watching these guys learn. And I tell these guys that, my you better be grateful speech is never, like, you better be grateful that I'm breathing. Y'all better wash the ground. Never like that. It's always, you better be grateful that these fans are paying money to see y'all learn how to wrestle. Because at the end of the day, you still got to get better. And this goes to everybody. Everybody's improving. everyone's getting better at all times. So in the local level, no matter what promotion in the area, we're all local. Every single promotion here, no one's got a big TV deal on TNT or nothing like that, right? So everyone's learning how to do this thing, and they're grinding it out, and they're trying to make themselves just a little bit % better than the last time. At the end of the day, since we're learning and people are paying to watch us learn, be thankful. Yeah. Be thankful, because fans can spend their money doing whatever they want to. They can go do whatever. It's Houston. There's plenty of stuff to do. And, a WWE scout said that. And it's funny because he keeps on saying stuff that I've already been saying, but just like in a more streamlined way. The fans can spend their money doing something else. Me, you may be lucky they over here watching y'all Rugrats over here fucking up in the ring, when I'm all hype and stuff. But no, like seriously, like that means a lot to me, you saying that, because all of our guys are going out here and grinding and working to become something and get their names out there. They're not afraid of hard work. And that shows. I saw the flyer. When I see these flyers, I get more giddy and giddy over time, because when it's, they're just debuting their match. It's like when they debut in their matches, okay, that's a different kind of like, all right, cool, let's see what happens. But then it's like, all right, it's been a year, we've been grinding it out, we've been traveling, and then you got this, this is gonna be good, because it's the evolution. I'm a Pokemon nerd, so for me, it's like Charmander turning into Charmeleon. All right, I got a Charmeleon. All right, here we go. All right, they about to be, they level 32, 4 more levels, they're gonna be a Charizard. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. And this match is Thursday. It's gonna be Jay Davis. What you think about Jay Davis?
He's a monster, bro.
He's a monster. What you think about Jay Davis?
Man, so look, I'm a little biased.
Okay,
Jay Davis, the homie. So
be biased. Be biased.
No, he's incredible.
Yeah.
From where I've seen him from when he started to incredible. And I can tell he's owning it now.
Yes, he is. So, yes, he is.
No, like I said, I think the world of him. I hope nothing but success. Hope we come home with that Contender Series gold.
Yeah, maybe he will. But like, the man's a monster. And the thing is, what have we been seeing him do for the last?
He's been destroying.
He's been destroying everybody. So what's Ode going? What's Bad Guy going to do?
He got to go and
he about to fight for his life. He better pay.
He got to call the power.
He's gonna be fighting for his life. He'll be fighting for his life, man. Yeah. And y'all wouldn't think that if a man was in there, fighting for his life every single match. It's like, so when you build people up, man, it's very deliberate. It doesn't happen by accident. And that dude just destroys people, and he's so intense nonstop. The entire time. Yes. Yeah, it's like it's like, is he tired or is he pissed off? He's probably pissed off. He might be tired, but he's pissed off now because he's tired. Like, it's like there no whatever. Like, is he hurt? Oh, if he's hurt, he's pissed off. He's probably pissed off because he's hurt. Is he happy? Must be pissed off. He don't like being happy. He don't like smiling in front of everybody. So he's pissed off. It's like he's always, that's just man, I love that. I love that dude, man. So it's gonna be something.
I will tell y'all the one thing, the build, how y'all build him up though.
Yeah.
All of his matches, if he loses, it's because somebody escaped. Mm-hmm. It's not because you beat him down. It's because you escaped.
Never. You got lucky. Yeah, like the time limit draw. Ding, ding, ding. But then like, who really won? It was like, I don't know. You survived. You survived. Like, that's the best you can say when you're wrestling him, man.
And I always listen to commentators when they say that, because that's a good build up too. It's like, okay, y'all build him up to be like this monster that even when he lose, it's not because he lost, not because you really beat him, but he lost. He made a mistake. He made an error or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I think his most recent matches, I think he went for a spear and hit the post.
Exactly.
He beat himself. And you lucky.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, you lucky he beat himself.
I want to talk about this. Like, how you were saying earlier about guys and girls coming up training and seeing the evolution of them growing, everything like that. So there's one particular guy who I've been watching for a minute. Sometimes I see him at the shows, and he's damn near at every show, and I see him, looking and everything like that. And I remember him saying he's about to start training and everything like that. He has made his debut this year.
I know you're talking.
And I'm really happy for him. I'm excited for him. Very athletic. I think he has a gymnastics background. That's what it looked like. Jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
Jackpot J-Rock.
Mm-hmm.
That, I see a lot of potential. I see a lot of potential, and I just want to know what do you think about his evolution, his training? Because I really, I like it.
My man's is very, how can I put this? He's very, what's that, like manifestation? Like he sees what he wants. He sees what he wants. He sees the end goal, and very focused on getting to that end goal. Very focused on and that's why I say the word manifestation, because it's like he don't know how to get there. Like he's just like, I know that's what I want to do. That's what I'm trying to do. So he's present. He's always, he's like his mind when he's there is always present in what we're doing, because he's trying to figure out like how to do this. That's his energy level. And he's gonna be great for sure, because a lot of things come natural to him, and that frees up brain energy, if you will, brain points to be a star. So like right now, I'm just trying to figure out who he is, and who he's trying to be, because that's one thing too that I'm real big on. It's like, sometimes you might pop up somewhere else and people will just be like, oh, your name's going to be this. You're going to do that. Oh, ha ha. Like you do this in training. Let's give you a nickname. Ha ha ha. It's like, nah, bro, like let them become who they're trying to become, and facilitate it and guide them to let them know what works, what doesn't work, but try to keep it as pure as what they're trying to be as a star and whatnot. And the way he moves is like, I mean, he's very sure-footed and knows where he's trying to be at in the ring at all times. So when you see him start, bouncing around and stuff like that, you might as well see the ground light up, little green, 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 and his fit goes bing, 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 because he knows exactly where he's trying to move to. Yeah. And, once he gets that character developed, that flower starts blossoming and stuff like that, man, he's going to be somebody. For sure. I mean, I think all my guys are going to be somebody. I mean, and maybe that's the bias part, I tell them, if you follow instruction, be willing to work and have a good attitude, nothing stops you in this business, stuff like that, So he finally made his debut, and I think that debut did more for him than any training I've ever done. And that's not the same with everybody. Sometimes when people debut, they kind of like they're like, okay, cool, like, all right, check mark. And they keep on like, let's get back to training. And I'm not saying it's their energy level. I'm just saying like, it's just in the grand scheme of things, if you go back and like make a timeline, it's not a Nexus event or nothing like that. But for him, I feel like him debuting was a Nexus event, because then he finally got to put a lot of stuff that I was telling him together in the ring, and went, oh. And I went, yeah. Oh, uh-huh. And he was like, bet, and so he's like, challenge accepted now. So he's got a bright future ahead of him. If he wants it, I don't think anyone's gonna be able to stop him but himself at all. Because he's too determined and too just straight after it to let anybody else throw him off. Some people, they get thrown off by outside things. That man's not gonna get thrown off by nothing outside. If he says, I'm going to take this, it's going to be his. Yeah. So it's a great dude. Love him. The next thing he has coming up, I think, is Contenders, I think. Yeah, this Thursday. Contenders. Yeah, he'll be on this Thursday.
I thought I saw him too get he got booked for PWF too.
Yeah, PWF. And I think and he had something else. I was talking to him last night. He had something else coming up for a different promotion. So again, dude, and when it comes to the guys, man, like when it comes to training and stuff like that, you see I'm sporting my Houston Wrestling Academy shirt, we finally branded it out and got a name out there. Houston Pro Wrestling Academy.
Yeah.
Get your shirt now, message me. I got to do the product placement.
Yeah.
But no, man, so like, that's the one thing that we're real big on at the Academy is we want them to get out there. Don't sit up under me all day. I don't want y'all sitting up under me all day. I don't want y'all, let's wrestle our friends. That's not what it's about. It's about challenging yourself and growing and pushing yourself. So he got his first outside book and he's like, oh my God. I'm like, go get it, boo-boo. Go get it, boo-boo. Yeah. Do your thing. Get in front of a different crowd, work for a different company, see how they run. Because it's all about experience, sometimes people just sit up in one spot. And I'm very against that. And that's why we just went to Chicago. And we got some other stuff planned in some different states. And I got some other leads to follow that we're going to be popping up in places where it's worth the trip. and the people we're around are going to be passing on good knowledge. I know they're going to be passing on good knowledge, and we're going to be pushing that, because with when you're training people, it's like it gets real easy to say, let's go to the gym Monday through Friday and just do our spots and focus on one little thing. But it's like, how can you possibly become great if you don't know everything, or if you haven't experienced everything, you know?
To backdoor that, one thing I was looking at, I wanted to make sure I asked you about. So when y'all had Gorgeous, that was a hell of a card too, by the way.
Yeah.
But one thing that I thought was pretty cool was the specialty cocktails that they had.
Yeah.
Dude, whoever came up with that, y'all are genius. So the Vert and Lil Evil drink, that was pretty dope.
Yep.
The Danny B's knees. I was like, that drink there probably put you on your knees. That was pretty cool. It got the Rachel Rose drink, and then the Long Island iced T-Ray.
Yeah.
T-Ray drink. That was pretty cool.
I had that Rachel Rose drink. I ain't gonna lie.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. I was like, let me drink this. Let me drink this real quick. Okay, cool. After my match with her, yeah. It was pretty good.
That was pretty cool, man. And just to see like that whole card was pretty dope. You went against Rachel Rose, I believe.
Yes, I was Rachel Rose.
Wow.
Yeah.
You and Rachel Rose, man, what was the chemistry like being in the ring with her?
So, and this is, when you wrestle people you trained, you always it's. I feel like it's always the same type of drink. It's always like the same. It might be a different flavor, but it's always the same type of. Oh, you trained me, kind of dynamic, And I think she's looking at me like, oh my god, like, oh, I'm like, no, like, let's go, let's fight. We're gonna fight. Yeah, it's on. What you mean? We fighting? Yeah. It's always been trainer. Oh yeah, I don't coddle my kids, but they know that I care or whatever. It's like, when we go in there, it's on like Donkey Kong. Don't pull back, don't hold back. It was cool because I'm not one of those. I feel like other trainers kind of always want to wrestle who they train. And I'm just so focused on just getting them ready, because it's not about me. It's not about me. So I'm not saying that people who feel that way, they make it about themselves, but I'm so far removed from making it about all of them and not me that it doesn't even cross my mind. So when someone else brings it up, I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should, I probably should wrestle with my kids, right? It was cool because she's done so much. Man, she's done so much. What was it? She was on TNA. She did her thing. She had a couple matches on AEW, maybe Ring of Honor as well. She's DPW and freelance, and she's had so many experiences with so many women, and she's had such a nice long career. Like careers people would definitely be jealous about. So I get to the person I trained. That's one person, but then if you take the person I trained and then dip them in, put them outside, and then they come back inside. They're not the same. They're not the same. They went out there, it's like when you're a kid and you go out there and hang out with your friends and you learn new words and stuff and come back and say it in front of your parents and they slap you. Like that, minus the slapping part. Like that, she had a lot of different, just things that I never taught her. So it was cool kind of seeing that person that I know I trained and I've worked with in the ring and wrestled around with in the ring and then wrestling her on a show. I'm never in those fans, and that's another testament to it. Is, man, that crowd. I might not make it out of here. I was like, I'm safe, I'm good. But man, there was a lot of pissed off little girls, man. It was little girls mainly, and I loved it because that meant those little girls were looking up to her as something special and a mentor, and just like, I want to be her one day. And I peeped that. I peeped that because they was looking at me like, man, this guy, yada yada yada, and when they saw me, they were kind of like, oh yeah, it's Blake, yeah. Oh, it's Rachel. Nah, you gotta go. Yeah. they was like, nah, never mind. Get the out of here, man. So it was cool, and of course, I won because obviously, I know the tricks. I know all the tricks, Speaking
of the crowd going crazy, man, what did you think about the main event, man?
Amen.
Wolf.
Amen.
Versus Haya.
Amen. That's I'm not getting between that. That's a married couple. That is between them. They this is the second time I think too, man. Hyan had it. She should have had it, man. She should have had it.
What would that mean for her to become the first woman to win that belt? that title.
That would be huge. That would be huge because obviously that's never been done in New Texas before.
That would,
right? Wow, just never been done in New Texas. And when you in watching her wrestle Steven, and I mean me and her wrestled, like she's a wrestler. She's a wrestler, you know, and it's like, yeah, you would be like the first women's New Texas champion. That would drop off real quick. It would just be like, no, she is the New Texas Pro champion because the way she goes, she goes hard, man. And you know, another person you know I've worked with that's like she's been everywhere. She's been Japan and England and like, you know, freaking all over the country, you know. 2 times over, England 2 times over, and stuff like that, and just wrestle with the best of the best that England has to offer. Like that girl is formidable. She's formidable. She's unstoppable. They call her the Renaissance woman. It's like, well, what's Renaissance, right? The Renaissance part is like, you know, she studies wrestling like a Renaissance, you know, like the lit class in high school, you know, it's like, let's go through the Renaissance period. Look at all these artists painting all these things. Like she does that, but with wrestling, you know? So like, yeah, exactly. There's, yeah, you know, I don't think anyone ever talked about the Yeah, she's a Picasso. She's a Picasso. Like she's the Van Gogh.
That might be a new T-shirt.
Yeah,
might be a new T-shirt.
Yeah, new T-shirt, right? You know, and that's the thing. You know, people just be saying stuff sometimes. They just be saying things and not knowing. No. If you got to explain what you're saying, the Renaissance woman, bruh, Van Gogh, Picasso, Leonardo, you know, and all of it, not just painting, man. We talking about the dudes just to be drawing the math people, the Pythagorean guy, you know, all them dudes, everybody in the Renaissance era, bro. The poets, the artists, the painters, the drawer, everything. She's like that. So, you know, that was a great match. And then, of course, they wrestled before that. And if she gets her hands on that New Texas Championship, I think we're going to see a whole new era. And that's what it's about. It's about creating memories because everyone that comes to our shows, and I have so much going on that it's hard for me to live in the present sometimes. It kind of sucks, I ain't gonna lie, but like it's hard for me to live in the present sometimes. But I know, you know, if she gets that strap, if she wins that title, that we're gonna be ushered into a new period of time, and we're not. It's the main events are gonna be just different. You know, it seems like so because she's gonna be hanging with the best of the best. Because that's what it says. New Texas Pro Championship says you're the best of the best, right? You know, look who's had it before. Yeah. All right, me. I almost forgot me. Let me start with me, number 1. All right, and then Mysterious Q. Yeah. You know, and then Brian Keith. You know, all of us are. We're something. Yeah. All of us are something. All of us have done something, been something, you know, and all different facets and stuff like that, you know, like, and then there's Stephen Wolf, and he went England and Germany. He went out there in England and Germany, and he made the New Texas Championship a world championship. You notice how everyone got a world championship, but they ain't ever defended in the world? Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, the New Texas Pro Championship went around the world. Like it went there. Right. Literally. So, man, it's going to be a new era because it's like you look at who's next and it's just someone that's right there with them, you know. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna get between them. They're equal. Yeah, you know, yeah, whatever, you know. You know, she's going to take it to the next level because let's be real. Stephen Wolf been running around with two of my kids, those degenerates, Dream Team, and been over there making a ruckus and over there, you know. And if it wasn't for the Dream Team, she would be champion right now. So like, yeah, there's gonna be some next. You know what I'm ring thinking? Next to man, it's gonna be a wrap.
You know what I'm thinking? To try to keep the Dream Team away.
What's that?
Get a fair shot.
What's that?
How about we have Stephen Wolf versus Hyon in a steel cage match?
You know, I've been looking into that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been looking into that.
All right, you starting some.
I've been looking into that.
I'm just saying,
you know he gonna be in our DMs.
No outside interference.
You know he gonna be on our DMs now.
You know, don't make me step it up a little more. Because I would say, okay, you want to step it up a little bit more, cage match? Let's put a ladder in the cage match. Never been done before. I've never seen it.
The ladder cage. Yeah.
Make it more interesting.
Yeah, because you think about it, man. Ladder matches, everybody and their mama just be running up in them joints. Let's
put a cage around it.
Yeah, you got the ladder on top of the cage though, so they got to get up there and get it. You know, so it's up there, and you got to climb up there to get the ladder to begin with.
Okay.
So you got to work to get the ladder down. Yeah.
You know. Let's get him a fair shot. So you know what? I'm saying it right now, Mr. Wolf. I'm team Renaissance woman.
I told you about this.
Look, man. Look, I got somebody got to have a back. I got a back. Okay, well, okay, we're gonna move
I
on.
told you about
Do-
getting in between
look,
that.
look, we do have a
Yes,
fan
yeah.
question. We do have a
What
fan
we got? What we
question.
got?
This was the top question from the fans.
Okay.
Put a poll out there. They was like, please ask JJ about his match with the world breaker, Brick Savage. I was there. I enjoyed it.
That match made me tired. You saw me pulling stops out too. You saw me doing stuff I don't even be doing usually. I was like, I got to be throwing it out, dog, man. And you know I had a plan too. You saw me pull out that big hammer. I said, all right, maybe the small hammer ain't gonna make it. And that dude broke it in half.
He's a big guy, bro.
That he broke me. He broke the hammer. Like I never had the hammer been broke before, man. That dude is, you know. And the thing is, they call him Brick. Like that's such a fitting. Look at him. Oh, his name's Brick. Yeah, I see that. But he built like a brick. And every time I see him, I yell Brick. I start yelling Brick because that's what it is. Man, that match was that match took a lot out of me because I'm not ever in a position where I'm in danger from the bell ringing. Maybe I always got a plan, and maybe the whoever I'm wrestling against, maybe they get I get too cocky and they take advantage. I just seen that dude nonstop because he's Brick Savage. He's Brick Savage. That man is an anomaly. That dude is what's that word they got? There's never going to be another Brick. There's never going to be another Brick. And he's going on tear right now through Texas. Like that match took a lot out of me, but I had a good time because it's been a long time since I've really been challenged like that. It's been a long time since I've had to actually use my noodle and just be up there just fighting for my life. I'm gonna get back to him. You notice I've been chilling, right? I've been laying low. I've been quiet. Yeah, I'm usually quiet before I do some stupid shit. Y'all heard it here first.
I think you have to do stupid shit to go against Brick Savage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You took a chop from him.
It was the worst mistake of my life.
Yeah, you messed up, dog. You messed up. Nah, man.
That shit hurted so bad.
Yeah,
and then they just laughing at me afterwards.
Yeah,
they just laughed. Brick was
told him not to.
rolling.
Yeah.
We told him not to.
Yeah, I let that happen to me. I was,
It hurt so bad, dude. Yes, it hurt so bad. Dude. Yeah, like a car crash. That's what it sounded like. Oh man, yeah, we had to ask that. A lot of the fans was like, man, ask him about that, because we was there, saw the back and forth and everything like that, and he's champion now. So
he is for now.
Yeah, for now.
For now, like I said, I'm laying low, and let him get a little complacent, and then we'll see the return.
Before we get out of here, just talking about Houston Pro Wrestling Academy.
Yes.
For the people out there listening and people out there watching, can you give them an idea of what's to come and what Houston Pro Wrestling Academy will bring and what they should be looking forward to seeing?
A lot. I got a lot of kids in the pipeline right now. A lot of guys coming up. A lot of good, and there's something special about each and every one of them. And we're doing the same thing y'all have been seeing unfold right now. Y'all are being entertained. The new Texas roster. You're seeing the results, the fruits of our labor. It's never ending work, and I embrace the never endingness of it. We have a lot of guys that they want to do this thing, they want to do this thing right, and they see how we're moving, and they want to move the same way because they see how it's culminating in this big infusion of talent, and I think the last time Houston's really grown like this was like 2015 to 2019. We saw a bunch of new people just pop out. Where are they coming from? Wow, they're really good. And they're taking over Texas. We're doing the same thing now. We're back in that dynasty era where we're going to be putting out a lot of talent, and they're going to be going to these other promotions and making the debuts at promotions in Corpus Christi, in Austin, in Dallas, in San Antonio. And again, you've already seen it now. All right, get ready for the next phase of that to happen, because we're putting out guys that have a passion for this, that aren't afraid of hard work, that they're not going to be problems, like they want to be there, they want to work with you guys, they want to work for the fans, they want to entertain the fans, and we're focused on entertaining you guys everybody, the fans, everyone who's watching, because people forget that. And we make sure that they remember that when they go into every single match, every single company in Texas, outside of Texas, everything. So just stay tuned, man, and keep those eyes peeled, And for anybody that's thinking about training, anybody that has questions about training, number one thing I always tell people is, you gotta start. You got to start someday. A lot of people kind of get like, oh, I don't know if I could do it. The amount of people that have come before me that were, out of shape, or they're pudgy, or they don't look like they do anything. If I look at them for who they are, for what they are, they only become worse. If I look at you for what you could be, then you become who you should be. And that's how I move with training nonstop. I have so many people come up to me and say, I don't know, like I'm not all jacked and stuff. No, people who don't know what they're doing, they need you to come in there, a D1 athlete or whatever. Not like that. If around here, like I don't need a D1 athlete to walk in my school or whatever, and if I was able to pay for that, cool. All right. If I had a $1 million facility and I was able to like just have 5 coaches full time and have a program specifically designed for that, I would have a blast too. But that I don't got it like that, and I don't want to have it like that. I take pride in taking people who look or unassuming or just, oh, you can't be a wrestler. Whenever I get told that by someone who's training with me, that someone told them, oh, wrestling, oh, you can't do that. Bet that's a challenge for me now. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. Oh, someone told you they doubted you. I got something for them. So people who are thinking about training, come on through, give it a shot. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what could happen if you start. And then when they start, it's my responsibility and my team, Bulldog Walker, Stephen Wolf, Hyon, Diego de la Cruz, and then everyone who comes in there and helps out on the in-between. We have a great staff and support system. And when we get those guys going and build their minds right, because that's what it all comes down to, mind, body, and spirit. If you got a good mind, you're smart, you listen to instruction, you're going to be all right. If you got a good soul, you have a good attitude, you love this, it's just, you're not selfish, it's going to be all right, in the body, like if you're able to just move right and learn it and challenge yourself and not be afraid of having hard days, you're going to be all right. That's all I need. I need a good mind, a body, and spirit, and I can turn you into something. We can turn you into something and make you someone who's memorable and is going to have a career that's going to be worth talking about. And that's what we're all about. So, yeah, man, I'm always living in the past, present, and future all at the same time. You guys are going to be able to have a lot more guests on your show.
Can't wait for that, man.
in the next year. The next year, because there's going to be a lot of debuts coming up in this year that we got cooking. You saw a couple of them, but we got some other guys that are very promising, and they come to training all the time, and they got ideas, and I see their minds working and stuff like that. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It gives me life. It gives me life. I do this. I don't do this because I pays my bills. I don't do this because I don't even know what other dumb reasons exist, but like I do this because I feel like I'm supposed to do it. I got to pass this knowledge on to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
And I love passing this knowledge on to as many people as possible because I've been lucky to see people grow, evolve, and make it to the top repeatedly. So we're going to keep it going,
With that being said, before we close out, you mind giving the people your handles to where they can reach you at?
Double J Blake. You can hit me with Double J Blake on the Twitter, Double J Blake on the Instagram, JJ Blake on the Facebook, and Houston Pro Wrestling Academy on the Instagram. We're on the gram for now before we start expanding out. If you have questions about the school, you can message myself at Double J Blake or any of the accounts of people who associate with us. So like New Texas Pro Wrestling, and the Houston Premier Academy Houston Premier Arena page. They can direct you to me. And I mean, you guys know where I'm at.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Anybody who's on the show knows where I'm at. So hit up anybody. If you can't find me, come find me. I'm at the arena, 7712 Avenue B, Monday through Thursday. If I'm not there, something's wrong. Call the police. Search for me. I'm there from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can find me. So if anybody want to come up through and ask about training and inquire, let me know, and I got you.
Bet.
Oh, one more thing. Cause we ain't even talk. How you gonna forget a whole show without talking about this man?
What?
He gonna be Mr. Dustin Wynn. You had him on the show. You had him on your show.
That's messed up, man. Dustin's gonna be so hurt by this.
I'm
so
sorry,
hurt.
So hurt.
I'm sorry.
So
Dustin.
So hurt. You didn't even ask about him, what he's been doing.
I love
what he's got-
Dustin, man. Dustin is the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT, man.
No, his character and what it's become. Because like now he can just go anywhere and it's a pop.
Yeah, it's a pop everywhere
It's a
for him.
pop
I'm
everywhere.
sorry, Dustin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How does that make you feel?
He had a kind of a unique path going into this thing, and unfortunately, he was kind of put on some kind of just treated as like a nobody, and was neglected. And honestly, I should be like, yeah, it makes you feel good, but it actually makes me really upset and actually angers me a lot. Like on a cue, my mood will change if I think about it, because if I never met him, ran across him, y'all wouldn't know who he is. Period. Y'all wouldn't know who he is. He would just be running around, I don't know, getting people's bags or something, or holding a camera or something like that. What we could have possibly missed out on because someone didn't look at him for who he could become is a travesty. It's a crime. It's terrible. But the fact that we managed to catch that fumble, we managed to recover that, is amazing. And after I get done being upset, I get really happy because, dude, that kid is, y'all know he's special. Y'all know he's special. And he's going to keep on being special to people who come across him. He's going to be something great, truly great one day, because he loves this. He loves this as just as bad as he wants to breathe. He eats it, lives it, breathes it. Everything you're seeing is literally his inner child, what he grew up on. He loves it, bro. If you ever talk to him about martial arts, you're gonna be there for a bit. Any movie you bring up, he's gonna know who was in it, who was the stunt doubles, who was the main character, the not main character, the whatever, man. He'll be able to give you a biography on all those guys. Just it's beautiful watching his journey from where it started. The boy's worked hard, guys. Yeah. If you ever see that boy jump in the air, he works hard. Yeah. Right? You see him jump in there, hit that kick, baby boy, my man couldn't get off the ground when I first met him. He couldn't get off the ground. I'll put that out there about him. But I put that out there not to embarrass, but because it's a testament of the growth. Yeah. When you see him hit that jumping, that new thing he's doing, that. Man, that's that crap straight up from frickin' one of them Jet Li movies, man, where they standing up and they flip and do the kick to the ground. Yeah. Like the guy's trying to get up. It's like the bad guy's like, oh, and the guy just looks at him, flip, boom. And that he's been doing lately, man. I'm like, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's and again, I got to watch it all from day one with him. God, man, it's keep your eyes on him, man. Keep your eyes on him. Don't stop watching him. Don't stop watching him, man, because he's always
stop, man.
Yeah, he's always
he gonna get some gold in the future.
Yeah, and he just sitting here like this. He's just sitting there just like this, just thinking about it. He ain't rushing it. He ain't sitting here thinking about winning one game. He ain't sitting here trying to focus on 2 games ahead. No, he's sitting there just like this, just for that day to come. He's just waiting and meditating about it because he knows it's gonna come. And when it does, he's gonna stand there. He's gonna hold it up. he's gonna hold it up.
We're gonna be there.
Yeah, y'all gonna be there. I'm sure.
We're gonna be there.
Yeah.
My bad, Dustin. You the GOAT.
He the GOAT. He knows. He knows.
Right,
the
man,
GOAT.
Close us out, man, because
My bad, dog. My bad. With that being said, man, thank you again for coming on the show. It's been awesome as always. Remember, I always come back. We got you, man. Yeah, you the GOAT too. That's what everybody knows.
I'm all right, man. I'm chilling.
With that being said, man, I'm Mikey Manslaughter of Facts, the wrestling meteorologist.
And I'm Guru Dynamite. Don't watch me, watch Dynamite TV.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hey, man, we're trying to be on our way to the top, man. So we appreciate all the love. With that being said, man, when you're down with the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network, you're down for life.